Introducing Kia Street Soccer 2012. The magic of the 2010 FIFA Soccer World Cup continued with the third edition of Kia Street Soccer, following the success of the inaugural program during the 2010 Soccer World Cup, where 10 regions were reached. The project has branched out and increased to 40 regions this year. Youth Sports Development Agency Sporting Chance, in association with title sponsor Kia Motors, associate sponsor Food Zone, clothing sponsor Miele, logistical partner Dawn Wing, health partner Pro Nutro, and media partners Supersport Let's Play and Good Hope FM. And PSL partners Ajax Cape Town, Amazulu, Bloemfontein Celtic and Orlando Pirates once again brought soccer to the streets of Johannesburg, Cape Town, Pretoria, Durban, Port Elizabeth and Welkom, as 5,600 children under the age of 13 took part. Coordinated by Sporting Chance, the Kia Street Soccer program, supported by FIFA, SAFA and the PSL, brings soccer directly to the kids who need it most and where they need it most. The communities in the 40 regions face tough socio-economic challenges and lack adequate facilities and quality coaching.
The Kia Street Soccer program started in 2010 as part of the World Cup Ticket Fund Legacy project, with the idea to leave behind a legacy in South Africa for the children of South Africa. Subsequently, 3 competitions later, the Kia Street Soccer program now involves 800 teams across South Africa, 5,600 children participating, 800 coaches have been coached by the respective SAFA and PSL teams, and we're in 6 cities and 5 provinces. So it has been an absolutely wonderful, successful story of our project that started off with a nice idea and subsequently grown.
The project is 3-phased. An educational health tour visits all participating communities, in addition to activities designed to show and share the importance of physical activity, nutrition, personal hygiene, and TB awareness. The sessions also cover key issues of road safety, sport etiquette, conflict resolution, and environmental awareness, encouraging learners to take pride in their local environment.
It's just lovely to be here in Khayelitsha this afternoon, playing a game of soccer with the kids, with the youngsters. I think it's the right thing to do for us as adults to set the example, but also for us as leaders to set the example. And I need to use the opportunity to say thank you very, very much for you guys. Coming down here, doing what you are doing, and my department support everything you are doing. It is our duty as government, but also as business and as leaders to do just that, the development of our youngsters, getting them away from the street corners, from the wrong things, from the social illnesses, to show them the other side of life, the right side of life.
Train the coaches. 800 coaches were trained by the respective PSL clubs, who use these coaches to assist them to identify natural and raw talent.
They dreamed about this year in and year out, and Kia Motors have done a good job to promote it, and it's got bigger and better, and the children will testify to why it should be played every year. It's a fantastic setup. Team sports are very, very important. And I always find if you have an active mind and you out there playing in the streets or playing in the back garden or playing somewhere, it means you stay off the things like drugs and the poorer things in life. And so I think team for me, fantastic.
The Kia Street Soccer League.
This tournament started in 2010 when we looked for a social responsibility tournament that had legs, and happened to meet up with Brad and Prime Media, who actually gave me this opportunity. And we said we're looking for a property that we can continue with and grow for the future. And we got involved with Sporting Chance, and that's how Kia Street Soccer was born. I think if we as big business don't get involved in our communities in South Africa, we will not be able to cut the tentacles of disaster and crime in the townships. we're only just scratching the surface. When we get to 6,000 kids, we'd like to get to 50,000 kids. But in order to do that, we need lots of money. We're approaching some agencies, and it's looking promising for next year. So please God, we will be able to go out and reach our dreams by getting to a lot more children.
Here, street soccer is played on a round-robin basis. 20 teams of 6 players each comprise each region. The regions then have their own final, and the finalists from there head to provincial finals, which eventually then go to the national finals.
We have 6 team members, 4 boys and 2 girls. It's a 5-a-side tournament, which means 5 people are playing on the pitch at any given time. We have a rolling substitute with an extra person. So in other words, a person can go in and out anytime they want to go.
On a day just cool enough for the players to work up a light sweat, the 5 teams from the Western Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, Free State, Gauteng and Eastern Cape gathered at Soweto's Mapanya Mall for the opportunity to be crowned the first ever Kia Street Soccer National Champions. Carrying the form that saw them take provincial honours, all 5 teams upped their game. With the pressure of representing their respective provinces firmly on their young shoulders, there was little room for error. They soaked the pressure up well, and there was little to separate the teams, with one of the finalists decided by a penalty shootout between Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. The ultimate final itself, contested between Western Cape and KwaZulu-Natal, was a similar affair, and it was one moment that saw Western Cape go 1-up over KwaZulu-Natal. However, this weekend wasn't only about the final. A visit to the Hector Peterson Museum and Soweto Theatre, a stopover at the historic grounds of Orlando Stadium, as well as the majestic Soccer City complex, provided the players with an educational and entertaining visit to the heartbeat of the country.
This time for Africa. We're all Africa. We're all Africa.
Once again, a big thank you to our sponsors: Kia Motors, Food Zone, Melee, Dawn Wing, Pro Nutro, media partners Supersport Let's Play, and Good Hope FM. With PSL partners Ajax Cape Town, Amazulu, Bloemfontein Celtic, and Orlando Pirates. Sporting chance for the development of the youth of South Africa.